are you guys? Welcome back to another video. This is going to be a cook with me. This is going to be more of a formal cook with me because the last one was kind of a vlog and update at the same time. But today, as you can tell by the title, we are making spring rolls. I'm so excited. Hey everyone, how are you guys? Welcome back to another video. As you can tell by the title, we are doing a cook with me video. This is going to be a little bit more official than my previous one. And in my previous one, I just made a salad, so I didn't do much cooking. Even this itself is not much cooking at all. I am not a professional. I am very much a beginner cook. I enjoy cooking. I'm just not great at it. So today we are doing one of my favorite Vietnamese appetizers. I actually use it as an entree, like I eat it as a meal, so it's really up to you depending on how many you make. But we are doing spring rolls today and we are using shrimp as our protein. Now keep in mind, you are able to substitute anything in your spring rolls. If you're allergic to shellfish, don't put this in. You can put in, you know, pork, you can put in beef if you want to, really anything you want. Typically in a spring roll you will see shrimp or pork for the most part in the Vietnamese culture. So, oh, if you guys are curious and if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am half Vietnamese, so I grew up on this dish and I used to make it all the time with my mom, so I'm going to show you how easy it is. Alright, before we get into it, please subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my videos, and definitely hit the notification bell so you know exactly when my videos are posted, and follow me on Instagram if you want to keep up with my personal everyday life. Also, slight disclaimer, I broke a nail. This nail is broken, that's why it looks crazy and it doesn't match all the other nails. I haven't fixed it yet, so please bear with me. So let's get into all the ingredients that you will need to complete your spring rolls. Okay, as I said at the beginning, you are able to substitute anything you want into your actual rolls, but the one thing you will definitely need to complete this is some rice paper. This one here is Vietnamese rice paper, and this is the brand that I've been using currently. I have tried multiple brands over my lifetime with my mom. There's another brand that has like a rose on it that's really good, but beware because some brands will be a lot thinner than others. So this particular one has a good thickness to it, so if you want to screenshot that and go check out your local Asian supermarket, and hopefully they'll have this one. The next thing I will be using is this right here, which is pretty much your rice noodles, and this particular brand is the only one I've ever used my entire life when I made these with my mom. So definitely screenshot this if you have a local Asian grocery store. Try to find this particular brand right here, and the biggest part about this is that you need to get number 802. All right, so this is the best one that we found that works, you know, for our liking, our texture, our taste. So again, this is just what my mom always buys. She doesn't buy anything else, and I absolutely love these noodles. These in particular are separated by batch, so I think you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe like 8 different batches in here, if not more. So all you really need to do is make one, depending on how many you're making. I'm making this for a single person, so one little batch is actually more than enough noodles that will last me forever. I actually might even split it. It just depends on how many you want to make. So definitely get this rice noodle. It's so good. 802, I'm telling you, it's the only one that works well for me. Okay, the next thing I'm going to put into my spring rolls is my protein. I have shrimp right here. This is uncooked shrimp. It still has the shell and the tail on. So I'm just gonna cook these up and have these set aside for when I actually assemble the spring roll. Like I said, you can substitute your protein if you wanna use pork or a different meat, or if you wanna keep it completely veggie and vegan, you can absolutely do that as well. Just don't add any protein, but I like to add shrimp. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you guys are some of the vegetables I'm using. I'm using some just plain lettuce, and this is all I have left. It's the small bundle that I have left, so this is what I have to work with. I have a cucumber here. I'm not going to use the whole thing. I'm actually going to slice this in half, and I'm going to slice it pretty thin. I'll show you guys, you know, in the speed through of the video, but cucumber, I love that crunch when it comes to a spring roll. So good. I also have some herbs here. I have some cilantro. You can use mint, cilantro, you can use scallion if you want to, an onion. It really depends on your liking. Again, whatever you have in your fridge. Oh, I love cilantro, some people don't, but yeah, use whatever herbs you want. I actually know a lot of people who don't like cilantro, so if you don't like it, you can negate this, really just make it to your liking. So that's pretty much everything in the actual spring roll. Super simple, super basic. This is a really nice, fresh appetizer or meal, honestly. It's not super heavy, and you get some protein and you get some veggies in it as well. Now, you cannot have spring rolls without the peanut sauce. So what you would need for the peanut sauce, really simple. This is how my mom and I did it my entire life. We just use the Lee Kum Kee Hoisin sauce, so it looks like that. Again, any Hoisin sauce will work, but this is the one that we've always used. And then the next thing you're gonna need is some peanut butter. And I have the Trader Joe's creamy peanut butter, pretty basic. Any peanut butter will work. We've used Jif all of our lives, but this is what I have in my pantry. And then you're gonna need some lime. I already sliced a little bit of lime here. You don't need a lot. I'm not making too much sauce because I'm making this just for myself, but you're gonna need some lime. And then you're going to need some hot water. So that's pretty much everything that you need. Really simple, really basic. I'm gonna list all the ingredients down below in the description box. But yeah, let's get on to this cook with me. Oh my gosh, you guys, one ingredient, kind of an ingredient that I totally forgot, super important, is that you're going to need a big bowl of just plain hot boiling water. So this is actually going to be the water that we're going to use to soak the rice papers in when we're actually rolling. So definitely boil a bunch of hot water, and that water can actually be used in the peanut sauce if you want to. So yeah, don't forget to get a big bowl, boil a bunch of water. Everything is boiling on my stove right now. I'm gonna take you guys over there and we're gonna get started with this cook with me. Hey guys, I wanted to come on to a voiceover because it's easier to explain. Time to assemble. We are going to soak rice paper in the hot boiling water. I'm going to put it on a plate. Now this is actually going to be set aside, and I'm going to get a second plate and I'm going to soak another rice paper, because when you're using rice paper you really want it to dry slightly before you actually roll. So I always have two plates out and I let one dry while the other one is being assembled. So now I'm bringing out the dry one, and it's nice and soft, a little bit tacky, and I'm actually going to start with some shrimp. Now the way you assemble it is up to you. Sometimes I put the shrimp down first, sometimes I put veggies down first, but you want to add shrimp, you want to add some noodles, and you want to add your veggies of choice. I have lettuce, cucumber, and in the first few rolls I forgot to add my cilantro. So again, you can kind of make your rolls to your liking, but you'll see later that I will add the cilantro in the last few rolls that I make. But after I'm done with this plate, I always soak another rice paper and then I put it on the plate and I switch out the plate, so I have the dry one to work with. As you guys can see here, I'm going to put some veggies down first, and then noodles, and then the shrimp on top. Some people prefer to do it certain ways. Sometimes I like to do the shrimp on top because that way you see the shrimp on the top of the roll, and it just looks pretty for presentation, but it's really up to you. My mom was always a stickler about making everything look super pretty, but I'm making these for myself and I'm eating them right away, so I don't need them to look pretty, but it's honestly all up to you how you want to roll everything. But as you can see, when I do start the roll, I always start back towards me on the actual rice paper, and I roll just a few flips over, and then I flip the sides in, as you guys can tell, and then I just keep rolling. And the rice paper itself is sticky, so just remember, do not start in the middle of the rice paper, start more towards the end, the one closest to you, and roll forward. Some people roll towards them. I roll away from me. It's the easiest way I found, and I've been doing it all my life. And I've said this in the beginning, and there's a disclaimer in the beginning, there's not one way to make spring rolls / summer rolls. You can honestly do whatever you want with it. Be creative. Here I'm finally adding my cilantro in there, get some herbs in there, and yeah, you kind of just repeat the process. And I'm going to show you how to make the peanut sauce in a little bit. Alright, so now we have to make this amazing peanut sauce. The first thing you're going to start off with is some hoisin sauce. Again, I'm making a small amount because it's just for me, but then I take a tablespoon of peanut butter, and the hot water is actually the same water that I use to soak the rice paper, and you want to add a little bit of lime to kind of cut the sweetness from the hoisin sauce. But I add more peanut butter because I like my peanut sauce to be pretty peanut buttery, and it's really important that you guys use hot water because the hot water is what's going to help the peanut butter dissolve into the hoisin sauce. If you use regular water, it will not work, you guys. You need hot boiling water, and all you do is mix it together, and that's pretty much your peanut sauce. If you have actual peanuts, you can crush them on top as well. Alright everyone, so that was the entire video of how to make these shrimp summer rolls and the hoisin. Oh my gosh, everyone's blowing me up on Instagram because I posted that I was doing this. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on making these summer rolls and the hoisin peanut sauce to match. And you guys, I'm about to jump right in. Do you guys see this right now? What? Hello. Not the prettiest, but the most delicious. All right, let's take a bite. Should we take a bite together? Let's do it. Let's do this one. Okay. Here's that peanut sauce that we made. Super easy, super simple. Oh. Mmm. Mmm, mmm, mmm. You guys, the chewiness of the rice paper wrap, the crunchiness from the cucumber, the shrimp, super flavorful, but like so basic, really fresh. We have some herbs, we have some veggies, so good. I'm eating alone, I'm double dipping, so I literally just made this for myself. So cheers, I hope you guys try this recipe. If you guys do, please let me know in the comments. Please subscribe to my channel if you have yet to. Hit the notification bell so you know exactly when my videos are posted. And I'm about to choke on this. Okay, follow me on Instagram to keep up with my everyday life, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Mm-hmm.